Welcome to the Power of. Did you know that according to the Mayo Clinic, there's studies been done and there is something that has the power to increase your lifespan, lower rates of depression, give you higher resistance even to the common cold, lower levels of distress, give you better psychological and physical well-being, better cardiovascular health, and reduce your risk of death due to cardiovascular disease, as well as give you better coping skills during hardships and times of distress. Awesome. Something that can actually do that for us, and it's so simple. It's the power of positivity. According to a study done by the Mayo Clinic, all of those benefits come from being positive. And it's unclear why people who engage in positive activities experience these health benefits. But one theory is that having a positive outlook helps you cope better with stressful situations, which will reduce the harmful side effects of stress. So staying positive helps reduce the way you handle stress, helps you cope much better. Now, whether we tend to be positive or negative usually has a lot to do with what we are allowing input into us. For example, the media, the music you listen to, the friends that you have. Think about, if you hang around someone that is kind of like a Debbie Downer and they're always seeing the negative in every situation and there's always something bad about every situation and always seeing the negative, then you kind of feel crappy after you spend a lot of time with those kind of people and you start to focus on the negative more so than the positive. And then you think about when you are around someone that's super upbeat and happy and positive and always seeing the good in things. And it's amazing how much better you feel by hanging around and spending time with people like that. Your whole attitude just changes, and even physically, emotionally, mentally, you just feel better after you spent time with someone like that. So it's so important to pay attention what and who you are allowing input into you. And of course, what you focus on grows. So are you always focusing on the negative, on the bad things in the world? Or are you choosing to focus on the good, the positive things in the world? And as always, you get to choose. What you choose to focus on grows. If you focus on how terrible everything is, then your world will just seem to get worse and worse. If you choose to focus on the positive and see the good, then your world will be good. Now, not that bad things don't happen to positive people, but they choose to focus on the good and the good that can come from the situation and to learn from it. And remember, you become like the people you spend time with. So if you're hanging around with and listening to those negative people and those Debbie Downers, you're mostly likely to have a negative attitude yourself. But if you choose to have friends that are positive and seeing the good in situations, then you are much more likely to be that way as well, therefore attracting the positive to yourself. So tap into the power of positivity. Number one, be sure to surround yourself with positive people. So important. We become like the people we spend our time with. Two, practice positivity. When you see something negative happening to you, or you hear about something negative in the world, each time ask yourself, what is something positive that could come from this? And then choose to focus on that instead of on the negative situation. And there's plenty of opportunity to practice this. It seems like we're surrounded by negativity in the media all the time, and lots of people that have lots of negative things to say. So we have lots of opportunity to practice positivity. And number three, every day, write down at least 3 things that you're thankful for. And you know what? It's even better if you do this first thing in the morning because it gets your perspective in the positive zone right away, first off on the day. And it's so worth it. Being positive is so worth it. As I mentioned, all those benefits of positivity that have been shown in that study. It's so worth it. not only for your physical well-being, but for your mental, your emotional, and your spiritual well-being as well. So I encourage you, practice positivity. Give it a try. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Have a great week.